we need to understand why it is proving so attractive. Now, some argue it's because of historic injustices and recent wars, or because of poverty and hardship. This argument, what I would call the grievance justification, must be challenged. So when people say it's because of the involvement in the Iraq War that people are attacking the West, we should remind them that 9/11, the biggest loss of life of British citizens in a terrorist attack, happened before the Iraq War. When they say these are wronged Muslims getting revenge on their Western wrongdoers, let us remind them, from Kosovo to Somalia, countries like Britain have stepped in to save Muslim people from massacres. It is groups like ISIL, Al-Qaeda, and Boko Haram that are the ones murdering Muslims. Now, others might say it's because terrorists are driven to their actions by poverty. But that ignores the fact that many of these terrorists have had the full advantages of prosperous families or a Western university education. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying these issues aren't important, but we mustn't delude ourselves. We could deal with all of these issues, and some people in our country and elsewhere would still be drawn to Islamist extremism. No, we must be clear. The root cause of the threat we face is the extremist ideology itself. And I would argue that young people are drawn to it for four main reasons. One, like any extreme doctrine, it can seem energizing, especially to young people. Two, you don't have to believe in barbaric violence to be drawn to the ideology. No one becomes a terrorist from a standing start. It starts with a process of radicalization. Three, the adherents of this ideology are overpowering other voices within Muslim debate, especially those trying to challenge it. Four, there is also the question of identity. For all our success as a multiracial, multi-faith democracy, we have to confront a tragic truth that there are people born and raised in this country who don't really identify with Britain and who feel little or no attachment to other people here. We must also de-glamorize the extremist cause, especially ISIL. This is a group that throws people off buildings, that burns them alive. And as Channel 4's documentary last week showed, its men rape underage girls and stone innocent women to death. This isn't a pioneering movement. It is a vicious, brutal, and fundamentally abhorrent existence. And here's my message to any young person here in Britain thinking of going out there. You won't be some valued member of a movement. You are cannon fodder for them. They will use you. If you're a boy, they will brainwash you, strap bombs to your body and blow you up. If you are a girl, they will enslave and abuse you. That is the sick and brutal reality of ISIL.